Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation as we conclude Week 5 in the Arena Lacrosse League with the second half of our doubleheader, Game 2, as the Toronto Monarchs against the Six Nations Snipers. Hello once again, Lance Wynn working alongside Joe Hiltz. Let's get right to the starting goalies. First for the visitors from Toronto, Sam Haynes will get the call, 2-0 record, 8.60 goals against average and a save percentage of .779. At the other end for the hometown Snipers, it'll be Dusty Hill. Comes in winless in 2 starts, 15.50 goals against and a .699 save percentage. Head coaches for the Monarchs in his first season, Bobby DeBrone. His assistants are Sean Gillies, Nick Krepinset, Justin Kirby-Wilson, and today, Blaine McCauley. For the Snipers in his fourth season, it's Darcy Palace. His assistants are Vince Longboat and Nick Skye. Officials for today's game, Kyle Coulter is the crew chief. His partners are Mark Sandman Sands and Mark Smith. So set to go here, and similar to the first game we had, right off the bat, right off the face-off, some good defense there by the Snipers in Chandler Allen tracking down. And a good job back checking the Snipers with their first look here on offense. And Joe, you look at this Snipers team coming in just 1 win, and Toronto sitting pretty good with a 3-1 record. What do you think these Snipers have to look for early in this game?
Well, you just got to get out there and play some quick offense, make sure the defense stays in the game, and their transition game has to be there. Their transition game is what keeps them going right now. Offensively, they're very good. Just got to take care of the ball and make sure they get back on D and check.
Sure, it's going to be a key for these Snipers to be disciplined. Chayton King trying to track it down. 10 on the shot clock. Looking for an opening, in some trouble there. Some good job defensively by Mason Kaminga. And I tell you, when Mason Kaminga locks in on you, you're going to have your hands full. Patrick Corbett, the veteran for these Monarchs. Corbett going to take it strong. Corbett racing in and creased the call as he ran out of real estate. Looked like Dusty Hill had that angle covered.
Yeah, that's where the defense just got a little slow on that and let him get underneath and had a good chance to score.
Travis Stats out there on that left side. They'll work it on the right side. It's Tyler Van Every, newly acquired. That shot from way out by Brett Longboat, right off the logo of Sam Haynes, and an early cross check will move the possession to the Monarchs. Good job of fighting through a check is Eklund, and he'll retreat. So Chase Eklund doing his job defensively. Now out there, the Toronto offense going to work. Pfeiffer looking. That flip pass to no one. Keep an eye on 23 Jordan Dance, also a threat, as is 28 Dan Williams. They've been outstanding offensively for this team, and right off the bat, wasted no time. Parker Pfeiffer with his first of the game.
That was just some good hard work on the ball. It was a good front door pick here. You got a little down pick, slides inside, slips through. One of those ones where you think the guy's going to pick, but he just slides inside underneath. Nice pass. And a good finish by Pfeiffer.
Nothing wrong with a little fake and roll. And this Toronto offense has been rolling on all cylinders as they've been good. Ben Heidecker off the draw, curling around, underhand finish. So Parker Pfeiffer, blink of an eye, with his second of the game in as many possessions. And if you are Darcy Palace, coach of the Snipers, what are you telling your guys right here, right now?
Well, you got to stop the transition game of Toronto, right? Right off the draw, they win the draw, they're 3-on-2. And you know what? And you can't bet Pfeiffer 1-on-1 down low. He's a dangerous threat, obviously.
Second of the game, 12th of the season for Pfeiffer. And ball loose now down in the Toronto end. And this Toronto team sitting 3-1, much improved from last year, as they've had some notable additions that have helped their talent pool. Chayton King going to step into one, and a good save made there by Haynes, and he'll outlet, and it's a good high outlet to Patrick Thompson. looking for a cutter, and John Besna picked off by the Master Thief 66, Vern Hill, looking in transition, tried to get it up to Stats. Instead, Haynes will gobble it up and send away Corbett just out of the reach of sixes. Give and go. Corbett has it knocked away. Vern Hill, who else in there wreaking some havoc and disrupting passes.
Doing what he does best. He's always in the way. He's in position to pick passes off, transition, whatever.
Well put. Always in the way. And Hill missed that, but in transition here comes Kuminga. Kuminga waits for the trail, and Jordan Dance, backhand down low. Curl around, underhand wide of the mark. That was Tanner Buck, just in case. And now Richard Imus with the wheels. Imus goes to the bounce shot. So Richard Imus inserted into this Snipers lineup for just the second time this season. And he utilizes his speed to pick up his first goal of the season.
And if you see it, this is one of the biggest parts of the Six Nations team is their transition. When they start from defense to offense, you got to stop them early. If not, they're dangerous, no matter who's on the breakaway.
I think he slipped that one 5-hole, so I know I'm going to have to hear about it. I always tell him, used to be one of my former players, going on a breakaway, you can't always go 5-hole. Well, kid went 5-hole. So what can you say? Off the draw, possession to the Snipers. And it's Dante Romano looking for some help, gets it up to a trailer, leans in underhand. Good save by Haynes on a good shot from Nolan Fair. And with plenty of time on the shot clock, Mason Hill. He'll take his turn. That'll be a reset and a fresh clock for the Orange. Chayton King looking for a cutter. Got a defender on him. He's going to try to shed him, kick it back out. Longboat just got that one on target. Played to Karam. Rebound to the Snipers. Getting all of the loose balls here and picking up the offensive rebounds. Round the horn, right side. Leaning in. Underhand's blocked by a defender. As we just come into that 10-minute mark. Working down low off the crossbar. So Todd Thomas from point blank finds the iron, but not the back of the net. Snipers trying to get back in this game, trailing by 2. Ball loose in the dotted half circle, picked up. Here come the Monarchs. It's Aaron Walker. Walker, 2-on-1. Gives it off. Quick shot, top corner. That was a beauty. As Tanner Buck on the receiving end, it's 3-0 Toronto.
Welcome back, Mr. Buck. Hey, all it is transition again. Six Nations own the play. They had 5 chances down here to score. And again, quick transition, 2-on-1. Tanner Buck wide open. Can't leave him like that.
Tanner Buck, a sniper in his own right for sure. As he can fill that back of the net in a hurry. Snipers off the draw. Good job by Hawkeye Hamilton. And the Snipers now need to find a bit of composure here. Swing it around, and they'll work it from the right side. 1-on-1 looking for the matchup. Good switch off. Good collapsing defense by the Monarchs, but that shot there through a crowd. And that's Howdy's miracle. Just picked up, so first time putting on the uniform, pays some dividends with his first.
Just got some good ball movement here. You got the ball going from over to the right side back to 17. And you know what? Nice bounce shot far side up the post.
So between using that defender and picking that far corner off the bounce, pretty impressive, and we've got a 3-2 game here. Off the drop, possession to Toronto. Kuminga, dump it off quick. Hodgkins trying to work his way in. Wasn't able to beat Dusty Hill, and good job to get that behind the net, and that's going to be, thought it was creased, but knocked away as Vern Hill will shoot it back up into the offensive end. It was going to be an 8-second call, and now Mason Kuminga will dump it down to Thompson. Thompson get it back to the top in Dance. Dance and Williams work the two-man game. Quick stick finish. I don't even know how he managed from that angle. But what a pass and what a finish.
Good ball movement here. He brings the ball to the right side, swings around the net. He just parks himself in that bottom line. Right? Nice, easy spot, and long way to come for Dusty to make that save.
Well, I tell you, this Henry Follows kid, first year in the Arena Lacrosse League, that's his 12th goal of the season, and he's been outstanding.
Absolutely. You know, he's here to play, and you know what? They drafted him early, and he's
off the draw and a good stick check there. So potentially saving one was Mitch Zulian, and now racing back up and over the timeline are the Monarchs. So Zulian doing a good job. He's one of those guys that takes care of a lot of the little things that don't show up on the stat sheet. As that pass almost broken up by Vern Hill. 10 on the shot clock. Off the defender. And Dusty Hill, 1 foot in the crease. Couldn't get a handle on it. Picked up now by the Snipers and Owen Martin. Martin will leg it over the timeline. And now they'll do the O to D switch. Dump off. Mason Hill working half boards, left side. 7:45 to go here, opening quarter. This is the game 2 of our doubleheader. As Eklund now had a notion, but a defender on him looking for the trailer, had it stripped, and now back come the Snipers. Hill, Mason, 2-on-1. Tried to feather that in that far corner, did Andrew Vradenberg. Wasn't successful, and back comes Williams. Cutter, and good job defending that Cutter, shooting through the middles. That was Follows. Jordan Dance now swinging around. Follows, Dipsy Doodle. Corbett backhand wide. Williams had a handle on it initially, and ball loose. Pfeiffer is going to track it down. 10 on the shot clock. Zip over Dance. Dance. Corbett! Big save, Dusty Hill. And that's going to take us to our first officials timeout, and 4-2 game. Just appears to me right now that the Monarchs are giving the Snipers a taste of what the Snipers usually give everyone else.
Yeah, so they're making them run, that's for sure. You know what? Transition's the game, right? If you can get your defense settled and learn to get out early and get that transition going, because teams are changing, right? Offense guys are getting off, and sometimes it hurts.
So, Joe, yesterday, of course, we spoke about the matchup, your Oshawa Outlaws and the Brampton Express. You guys come away. Both teams now 4-1 atop the standings. It was Whitby taking on Paris in a good middle-of-the-pack matchup, with Whitby coming away with the W. So my question to you, what were your thoughts generally about that game? You got a chance to see it, and, you know.
It was a good game. It started off, it was up and down. Whitby took off to an early lead, and you know, Paris was missing a few guys for work and for whatever reasons. You know what? But they stayed with it and fought back, and they scored. You know, they ended up 20-14, right? Where it could have been 20-5, right? You know, they stuck with the game and they continued to fight hard.
Well, and that's one of the things, Joe, you know about this league. There are weekly challenges you guys are faced with that not a lot of coaches in other leagues don't have to deal with. You know, the changing a little bit of the roster, and you know, guys either can or can't make it, that sort of thing. So personnel, that's certainly a big factor for you guys.
Well, yeah, you got to be prepared every week, you know, with your roster for a change here. Guy's sick, guy has to work.
And I'll tell you right there, what we witnessed right there was some outstanding offense.
We just got some quick ball movement going left to right, back down, and the guy right through the middle, wide open.
Right. But I like the way Tyler Davis did a roll to get open on that, and then with 2 defenders on him, still got shot out.
Caught the ball in traffic and still got a shot away and scored. You know what? Kudos to the guy that put it right in his stick, and a good job putting the ball in the net.
So for Tyler Davis, that's his 4th of the season. 5-2 lead. Monarchs back at it. Pfeiffer going to curl around. Think better of it. Pull it back out. And a violation is going to give possession back to the Snipers. 6:24 to go. Snipers, of course, come in with a 1-2 record. The Monarchs sitting at 3-1. And they own third place with Oshawa and Brampton sitting at 4-1. That one rings off the iron. Chayton King tracks it down, kick over, big wind up, good save by Haynes. So a good defensive hold for the Monarchs, and now they'll go to work on offense with 5:45 to go. Corbett takes the pass from Dance, still swinging around, follows, Dipsy Doodle, bounces in one step, that goes off the defender's helmet and off the rafters. So give credit to McGregor Allen, had his head in the right place. And now though, working out close, Williams with a quick shot, stopped by Dusty Hill. Hill now with a quick outlet. Stats wasn't able to field it cleanly, recovers, and his shovel's gonna come out short. Williams picks it up. Williams steps into one. Dusty Hill. Good job to stick out that left pad. And now Dusty will go to Vern, will go to Longboat. Brent Longboat on the run. Kicks it over. Hill the trailer, saved by Haynes. Rebound loose, picked up, Monarchs got it. Longboat had it, shoveled it back on the turnover, and now Vern Hill's going to work in there with Walker. Walker does a good job to get it to Thompson. Thompson one-on-1, 1-on-2 now, and he'll make the right decision, get it to Aaron Walker. Walker, backdoor, John Vesna. Good job to knock that one down by McGregor Allen, and here's Vern Hill on the switch hand, lost it up. Trying to pocket that, and that looked like a hit from behind. And Thompson now will counter the other way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got away with one there.
Thompson, half boards. Going to try to work that matchup one-on-one, kick it back out. Dance will swing it around, left side. Quick skip. Viper eyeing up that top corner. Couldn't get it. Jordan Dance went hard into the boards there, reaching for that loose ball. As Snipers try to take advantage, and they do. Dante Romano on the receiving end, and that's what the Snipers do, transition lacrosse.
Absolutely. You know what? When that ball's transitioned out of their end and they pick up a loose ball, they automatically, they're gone. That top guy is gone regardless. That shot's made, boom, they're gone. He missed the ball here, and away they went. It was just a foot race, and you know what? And that's a tight pass to put in there, and a great finish.
Not easy to get that right where it needed to be. It could only be in one spot.
Absolutely.
And that's the spot that it was. Good crowd on hand here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on this snowy Sunday. 5-3 the score. 4:05 to go off the draw. Kaminga, demon in that box. He's going to look to attack. Waiting for some help. Runs into a good defender. And getting worked over by Chandler Allen. They'll work it to the left side. Follows, puts on the brakes, looks for an opening, dumps it off. Couldn't connect with Corbett. Ball loose, 10 on the shot clock. Kaminga going to try to use his size. Bounces off Allen. Goes for the... Tried to go airborne, but I think that caught the crossbar. Vern Hill weaving through some traffic. Slippery when wet. 66. He'll wait and dump it off and remain out there on offense. Snipers will go to the half board. Chayton King looking for that quick pass, not able to connect with Mason Hill. Instead, Vern Hill pocket picking, got to get rid of it. Takes a hard hit from Stoller, and he'll retreat. Possession, Mitch Julian and the Monarchs. Williams. And a give and go. Pfeiffer, Williams looking for the skip pass and running out of room there. That'll be a crease ball, and with 2:45 to go, here come the Snipers in transition. No look pass over wide of the mark. So Ben Wittich not able to convert on that golden opportunity. And now it's the Monarchs. Buck loses it. Back the other way, and I'm not sure why. I guess maybe thinking too many men, but isn't the most dangerous guy on the floor the guy with the ball, I would think, Joe.
Absolutely. You just can't run off. You got to make sure you take that ball first.
Buck has the stick and the ball taken away from him. And a good effort there by Justin Porga. Justin Porga, good to have him back. Porga's going to go with the overhand well wide of the mark. Chayton King. Porga in tight. Big save, Haynes. Porga tried to fish that out, and you could see some of the Monarchs not too pleased with the amount of time he's spending around that doorstep area. And it'll be Monarchs ball with 1:45 to go. First quarter. Pfeiffer. Dipsy Dooley's going to cut back in, kick it out. Follows, trying to turn the corner. Dance, quick give and go. Nothing doing there. Good interception, 66.
Man, that guy's like a magnet.
Tell you, watch your wallet. The guy's got some quick hands. Pulling it out, Mason Hill. Mason and Vern working on that left side. Probably no relation. Swing around, broken stick on the floor. Mason flip. Vern Hill in traffic, switches hands, tried to tricky bounce. Good save, Haynes. Loose in that dotted half. Picked up by the Snipers. We're into the final minute. Fresh clock. Curling around, looking for an opening. And getting some help, but it goes off the head and into the defensive end. So possession change. Monarchs will pick it up with 53.3 seconds to go. Big John Besna. He'll hold on to it and wait for the rest of the offense. Williams, kick over. Dance, quick shot. Dusty picked up, rebound. Beauty job by Williams. That's what happens when you know the rules. Scooped that up off the carpet and tucked it away.
There's a lot of hustle here. Dancer takes that long shot outside. Williams' check loses him. He just continues to falls that rebound in, picks that loose ball, and dunks it behind Dustin.
Tough because as a defender, you have to keep an eye on your man through the whole play and make sure that you got possession.
Yeah, you got to see both. Even on a shot, you can't turn to go get the ball. You got to know where your guy is. Probably stop him to get the ball first before you turn to try to find it, right? But you know, you can really appreciate this game right now. It's up and down fast. It's athletic. Ball's on the air. You know what I mean? And there's just a lot of chances.
See ball, see man. Cardinal rule. Snipers come back the other way. 30 seconds left in the quarter. That ball fished out, smothered. Haynes does a good job there. And we're going to have a delayed penalty. I'm not sure what the call is there. Follows. Kicks it back out. And it will be a delayed penalty.
No. Time.
10 on the game clock. Gonna have to hurry here. Swinging around. Dance. Dipsy doodling. 5. Gonna have to hurry. They're not gonna get a shot off. Good defense by the Snipers as they hold it 6-3 in favor of the Monarchs after 1:15 in the books. We'll be back. Quarter number 2 after this. Welcome back here as we get set for quarter number 2. Lance Wynn, Joe Hiltz, JVI crew, all in the house here on this snowy Sunday. Second half of our Week 5 doubleheader, putting the wraps on that here in the Arena Lacrosse League, and off the draw. Follows, had it in his sights, picks it up, going the other way. He's going to attack, waste no time. No numbers, good defense by the Snipers, and the Monarchs will set things up. Follows on that left side with Tanner Buck. Follows going to swing it around. I tell you, with that, between the duo of the Monarchs with Jordan Dance and Henry Follows, you add Dan Williams to the mix, and then you pick up Tanner Buck. Offensively, these Monarchs have just gotten better. And Dance will swing it around to that right side. Looking for an opening. Pfeiffer. Forgot to mention him. Corbett working in a closet. Gets the job done. So we've watched the evolution of Patrick Corbett, and boy, he's just gotten better every year. First of the game, 8th of the season.
See the replay. You know, it's some good ball movement going back and forth. The pick happens. He goes inside. He takes that pass. You know, instead of just taking the guy, it's like we're swinging at sticks. It's like, you know, you got to lock that guy down. You know, take the stick out of his hands, yes, but you can't be swinging at it. Well, good goal. It was a good goal. Don't get me wrong. It was a good goal. Like, he held on the ball and,
yes,
you know, got through the middle, took that pass in traffic.
Picked up, and almost another transition marker. Great work by Ben Heidecker. Well, that's one of those things, Joe, when you know what? A good old-fashioned cross-check works best, right? That'll put an end to that opportunity. So
yeah, absolutely. You know, you're right.
Sometimes fundamentals. Chayton King. Swinging around. And they'll work it back. Longboat, quick shot. Haynes got enough of it to steer it away. And reset on the play. Should give fresh clock to the Snipers. That 5-hole looking by King, and a good save by Haynes, and it's power in transition. Dan Williams, man, filling the back of the net. Monarchs on fire. That's his 2nd of the game, 10th of the season.
And that goal there is caused by that shot down here in the far end, allowing that break to happen with no defense not set, not able to get back, not reacting quick enough, right? You know, if we maintain it, we know we're going to shoot the ball in the offensive end. The defense, we get a chance to get off and get on, you know, and you stop that foot race.
Good heads-up play by Nolan Power to push the issue, and Mason Kaminga was off to the races one more time. He has been dominant in that face-off circle through this early part of this Arena Lacrosse League season, and I'm sure there's some coaches out there that will have to figure that in their next scouting report as the Snipers look to work the give and go. It's gone and went, and Haynes now with the outlet. Hodgkins over his head. Richard Imus is going to run under that, going to have to put on the Jets, and gets taken down. Hodgkins works him hard and will force a turnover. So good job by Matt Hodgkins as he'll draw a double team now, and Vern Hill had it momentarily, still on the release. Vern Hill gonna try to pocket that on the backhand style. Has Stats with him. Stats not able to catch that pass, able to collect the rebound though, and to offense go the Snipers. Longboat will settle it down. They'll work it on that left side, looking for a screen. Kick over to the right. Big overhand, well wide of the mark by Van Every. And now ball loose. Here come the Monarchs. Eklund doesn't have the numbers. He'll hole up, wait a minute. And the rest of the O will, come on, Pachareva. Swing it over to Corbett. Looking back, and Davis with a quick shot. Good save there by Hill. And who comes out of there but Davis? So fresh clock here, and it's Corbett. Corbett will size up the situation. Davis looking for the skip pass. Nothing doing there. As the Monarchs winning all the battles, loose balls, and hang time, Jordan Dance. It looked like he was trying to do a double pump finish there. That would have been pretty impressive in itself.
Yeah, if he had it connected on that, that would have been impressive.
I tell you. So, just short of a highlight reel. Snipers back to work here on offense. 11:25. Skip, kick, and a bullet. So Howdy's Miracle steps up and pockets his second of the game. And not a bad pickup for the Snipers for this
That's where the
ball
Monarch
game.
player just got caught here. He got caught sloughing in a little too deep off this pick here on the right side. He thought he was going to double that guy, and you know what? Left the outside guy wide open for that nice clean shot.
Nothing wrong with a good overhand, tell you that. 8-4 the score here. As the Monarchs, though, continue to be dominant. As follows hesitation, he'll pull up. Oh, he's lightning quick. On that isolation one-on-one, floats that over. Kuminga will swing it around. Work it on the right side. Looking for the curl, and quick shot was Thompson. That's going to go into the Monarchs bench, and good hands by Blaine McCauley, who's come to visit the bench from the front office for this game. And the Monarchs seem to be responding. Snipers on O. Looking across, Chayton King. Ball goes up. King still fishing for it. Hodgkins is just a demon out there wreaking havoc as he continues to chop a tree or two down, force another turnover. And now it's picked up and moved up by Stoller. Stoller dumps it off, back door, beauty pass, and sweet finish. So that's the way you do it. Stoller to Corbett and into the back of the net.
Well, Six Nations got stuck here in the bench thinking with too many men. They had 6 guys on at one time, and then they pulled them all off. And then they forgot to put them back on, which allowed the transition. They go down 3-on-1 with a nice 3-on-1 break and a nice finish by Corbett.
And just so that our viewers know that, again, the defending champion Six Nations Snipers roster is much different than last year, as
sure.
are a majority of the teams in the league. So challenges are challenges. Good hit there. And Stoller's going to pick it up, and he'll move it up. Good job to play that Karam Zulian. He tracks it down with his speed, and they'll get another offensive look as we inch towards the 10-minute mark here, quarter number 2. Putting a wraps on week 5 in the all. That pass in the crease and floating around there and picking it up. Good save by Dusty Hill. Just a little too careless as Parker Pfeiffer looming around that doorstep. And it's Vern Hill switching hands. He'll cradle his way out of that and find King. Chayton King trying to work size-wise, post up, spin move. Easy save for Haynes. And it's Kuminga. He'll stop. He'll wait for the offense. And he'll grab a breather himself. Pachareva swinging around Williams. Williams kick it back, skip pass follows. Will work it back to Williams. Again, someone lost a glove and picked up. That'll get flipped. Dusty Hill fishes it off the boards, zips one up. And just some of the differences between last year's Snipers team and this year. That outlet pass would have been gobbled up and gone last year. So some growing pains for Darcy Palace and company. But that's part of the way things are here, as we at the Arena Lacrosse League have geniuses for coaches. At least that's what we tell everyone anyway. But I think the challenges that the coaches in our league, in the Arena Lacrosse League, that they face are different than a lot of other coaches face. So
yeah, for sure. You know what? There's some growing pains, yeah, but you know what? Coaches are getting their players on the floor. They're getting good games, and you know what? Then they're competing. That's the main thing right now.
Good shot, steered aside Haynes. Ball loose in that dotted half circle. Fished out and pocketed. So some good hands in traffic by Todd Thomas. He picks up his first of the game, much needed for the Snipers, not only to close the gap, but momentum-wise, Toronto seemed to have the advantage.
Absolutely. That's just one of those goals where the ball's on the ground. It's like a garbage goal. Finds loose ball in the crowd, scoops out of it, and you know what? Just buries it far side. This is what we talked about earlier. On that defensive possession. That ball's on the ground. The defense has to come up with that ball.
Well, sometimes it's those goals that aren't so pretty that get your team kind of back on track and kind of give you that momentum back. So
yeah.
I know as a coach, sometimes you don't care what it looks like. You just care about the end result.
Just got to go between the pipes.
Snipers now looking to build on that last goal. Big shot, wide of the mark. And that will stay in play. Trying to scoop and go is Eklund, and he does a good job turning the corner over the timeline. 7:45 to go in this first half. 9-5. Monarchs leading. Of course, Monarchs sitting with a 3-1 record. The Snipers at 1-2. Kuminga swing it over Williams. Williams snap pass looking for Dance. Doesn't find anyone. Davis got to let it rip right on target. Dusty Hill has that. Hill now will look to the outlet and not able to haul it down with Stats. Instead, it's Zulian. Zulian draws a crowd there as he's got fair on him as well, and that is going to take us to, I believe, our officials' timeout. We'll take a short break back here. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. Welcome back here after our officials' timeout. Just over 7 minutes to play second quarter. Snipers with possession, trailing 9-5. That shot knocked down by Heidecker. Does a good job. Walker keeps it loose, and Cromer's going to come away with it. He'll look to move it up to Aaron Walker. Walker over the timeline. And now at the back door, late trailer, dump off, hard hit, and beauty save Dusty Hill. So Pfeiffer sacrificed and took the hit. And Walker does a good job track down the offensive boards. Jordan Dance now. Hesitation, dumps it off in the middle. Shovel Corbett. Good save, Dusty Hill. Ball loose now on the carpet. Goes up. Snipers come away with it. Racing out of there is Romano. Romano looking for Vern Hill. Vern Hill definitely tied up as you could see that Power was going to make sure that Vern Hill didn't even see that ball. And Toronto now in the offensive end. Williams looking for the give and go. That's gone and went. They'll swing it around left side. Davis trying to peel around, lose a defender. That shot well wide of the mark. That's going to go up and over the timeline. Violation. Here come the Snipers. They're going to hustle. Boom, out that back door. And possession will go into the stick of Brett Longboat. Longboat will work that left side and then bring it back to the right. Peeling around. Good pad save by Haynes. Off a good shot by Nolan Fair. Swinging around. So a different offensive unit out there than you're used to seeing. Rebound, tried to play the Karen Fair. Picked up Haynes. Haynes now with the outlet to Hodgkins. Hodgkins, backdoor. Had Corbett. Think better of it. Corbett said, And they'll wait and get it back to the top in Pachareva. Williams shuffles it down into that corner to Corbett. Corbett waiting for a screen, gets one, goes the other way. Corbett tried to tuck it up top, missed the net. One-handed John Vesna, the big man, with just one hand on that stick, got it off a good shot. Bulling his way over the timeline, but stopped short. Good job by the veteran as Jordan Mike got held up and knocked back over the timeline. Follows. Skip pass, crossed. Good passing by the Monarchs. Dusty Hill handled that easily, and he'll shoot that outlet to no one. It'll go the length of the carpet. Going to have to hustle to it. Great job to track that down. So give credit to Justin Porga as he utilized his speed. Now he needs a little help. 15 on the shot clock. Porga will stay out there on offense. Looking for an opening. Dump it. Jayden King couldn't get the shot off. No reset. 5 on the clock. Power out there throwing his weight around. That shot right on net. Haynes scooped up that rebound. 4:02 to go. 4-goal game. Sloughed it up and almost picked off. 2 defenders ran right by it. But this time they will get a hold of it, and it's Wittich. He'll work it over. They'll settle it down on the right side. No look, skip, kick it back, left side. That overhand well wide of the mark. No reset, 10 on the shot clock. And can't believe I'm going to say that was deflected, Joe. My eyes aren't getting any better, I'll tell you that, but looks like it went off the stick and in.
Yeah, I think it went off Cromer's stick, to be honest with you. He gets this, Cromer gets the stick in the air, try to knock that pass down, boom, knocks it over Sam's hands.
So it goes
it's one
off
of those
of
unfortunate ones for the Monarchs, but you know what? If you're the snipers, you're taking it right now.
Unfortunate for Adam Cromer. I don't know who's gonna get credit for the goal. Good question, because there are not a whole lot of. So it looks like they'll give it to Todd Thomas. So Thomas get credit for his second of the game. And we got a 9-6 game. 3:10 to go here. Snipers with possession. King trying to make his way to that net. Look for the trailer. Kicks it back out. Nothing doing. Good stick work, Kuminga. Tell you, he's a dangerous defender. Longboat. He's going to go to the underhand on target. Picks up the offensive rebound, looking for the dunk, sniffing it out, looking for someone, working in Gretzky's office, goes for the dunk. No goal. Crease the call. Good save by Haynes. And possession's going to go to the Monarchs.
I like that, but you got to sell that, right? You got to sell the goalie one way, and you got to go. First time I saw that was Mr. John Tavares back at midget lacrosse, or U17, that is.
Well, it's funny you say that, as Jordan Dance in the goal column for the first time today, and I actually had a chance to, and we'll go through this replay first.
He just comes around the top and nice shot, bottom corner. Right, use the screen and right off of Tanner Buck's screen. It was a good screen by Tanner, and Jordan came around and bang, knocked at the bottom corner.
It's funny, I had a chance to interview John Tavares, and one of the questions was about the crease diving because he was the first one to, and he just told me that really was a play on the rules, and he was just thinking of different ways to, get as close as he could to the net without actually just. And I know every time we have a conversation about someone that's played against John Tavares, there's always some flack.
He's the creator of the goal from behind the net. We were playing midget. First time I ever saw that. We were midget, and the ball goes behind, and we turn around. Next thing you know, it's in the net. We're still trying to figure out who scored the goal, where it came from. And I actually think he used an illegal stick. It was too long.
That's good. That's good. Goaltending change. Dusty Hill is going to exit stage left. Jackson Longboat is going to come in to take over between the pipes for the Snipers. He's got a 1-0 record of goals against of 10.08. Looking for some help. Gets some from Chayton King. First of the game, 6th of the season.
There's a guy there that lit it up last week. You know what I mean? And getting him on the board now is crucial for this team because, he gets fired up. He scores a lot of goals. He just nice, powerful shot that beat Sam from outside.
So back in the game, Snipers not going away. They just seem to be hanging around here with 2:15 to go in the opening half.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem with this whole league. Nobody ever goes away. You might have a 5-goal lead, and next thing you know, you lose them by 2.
Nobody wants to go home when the lights get turned on. You're right, Joe. As Hodgkin's going to try to work it over the timeline, get some help. Tanner Buck, he'll dump it down. Kaminga, give and go, follows up the middle. And Vern Hill thwarted that effort as Follows now picks it up. He's been quiet as well. Got it into Kaminga. Kaminga will slip it over to Buck. Buck now to Follows. Follows, 5 on the shot clock. Follows, he's elusive. And goes to the top corner. And off the post, off the back of Longboat. And possession now to the Snipers. 1.5 minutes to go. Romano and Longboat work the 2-man game. Romano with an exit stage left. They'll work it left side. Longboat, he's going to tee this one up. He's got room on target. Ball loose. Snipers scoop it up. And Longboat's in tighter now, goes to the bounce. So a good job by Longboat making the adjustment and not rushing the second attempt.
Absolutely. You know what? He got the chance. Tanner Buck cheated a little early here on this one, which gave him a wide open breakaway down the middle. And it's one of those things where you get an offensive guy stuck on defense and he's taking reaction to a shot where, a defensive guy is probably hanging back thinking, hey, let's get the ball first. Great shot, though. And good recognition to get back into play.
When Brett Longboat gets taken out, he's taking someone with him, too. That's for sure. As Ben Heidecker does a good job, track down that loose ball, pinned up on the boards. We're into the final minute here of the second quarter. Heidecker tiptoes along that line, got a chance here, dumps it off, and they'll pull it back out for a reset. That quick cutter and Zulian not able to connect. Ball still loose on the carpet. Snipers had it, and certainly letting them play. And here come the Snipers now with 30 seconds to go in the game clock. Chandler Allen, he'll retreat. And now the offense here will work. 20 on the game clock. King, skip. Looking in that middle underhand, well wide of the mark. That's going to go up. King does a good job to keep it in the offensive end. Does a great hook around. 3 on the shot clock. Quick shot, good save, Haynes. Game clock winding down. They call a timeout with 2.2 seconds left here in the second quarter.
You might see a little time go back up on that one, but we'll see.
So a 2-goal game, and Joe, you got to give some credit to the Snipers. They continue to fight on here, and I know it's early. You certainly shouldn't be thrown in the towel in the second quarter, but they continue to battle hard.
Yeah, but what we've seen over the last couple of days, or even yesterday, with our game, like teams don't go away. You get a lead, and you can't fall asleep, or a team's back in the game. And it's happened in multiple games this year where teams get up on teams. Next thing you know, it's tied or you're losing, right?
Well, we spoke too between games about preparing your team when it looks like the matchup's one-sided, right? And you go in, so it's one of those situations where you already think, this should be an easy one. And you know as well as I do, as soon as you say that, it never is.
Nothing's easy. Nothing's a given. Nothing's for sure, right? So, it's just a matter of just getting out there and playing your heart out the whole time and don't quit.
2.2 seconds to go. See what's diagrammed. Shot on net will go wide, and that will do it for 2 quarters in the books here at the ILA. 10-8 in favor of the Monarchs. We'll be back with quarter number 3 after this break. And once again, Lucas Beaver going to try to slip out of that, and a hook, no call. Triple teams drawing the penalty, and Lucas Beaver with no helmet you can't go any further with no helmet. But give Lucas Beaver some credit. 3 guys on him. So a good job by Beaver, almost single-handedly killing that entire shot clock and drawing a penalty in the process. And the guilty party will be Duncan Cart. Prince going to let that go behind the net, and the crease dive. That was well executed and a beauty. And the only one in the league that can finish like that on the regular is Kyle Dawson, and he does. Picked up, and it was flipped over. Joffroy in tight, big save. So Nolan Clayton, and he certainly is not, as crew chief Joel Furman goes down. And if you know Nolan Clayton, he is not afraid to protect his creased area, that's for sure.
And the funny part of that is the guy didn't really come anywhere near him. Like, he barely stepped in the crease, but, I mean, that's one of those things where pick and choose your spots.
Well, Mitchell Joffroy was in the middle of that, but I certainly don't think there was any ill intent there. It didn't look that way, as you can take a look here, but time violation, good defense by Paris. Luke Van Scheppen. Well, prior to the game in warm-up, Van Scheppen, dipsy doodle, big save there by Nagy. Chellin trying to get open. Diving to the net, and you can count that. And that was picture perfect. 10th goal of the season. Hasn't even played a full 3 games yet, as Ryan Campbell, outstanding, gives his team a 3-0 lead. You can just see one-on-one, just gets a step, no help, so poor rotation. Impressive. Seamus Shanahan on the left side. They'll set things up. Ryan Campbell out there diving and pocketing the first goal of the game, and it was a beauty, is Sam Jerminski. And boy, the days of the crease dive, not like back in the day, Blair. Little new wrinkle.
No, like back in the day, that situation, that crease was an imaginary line right up to as far as you can take it.
Dance around a screen, get it to Danton Miller. Good feed by Miller as he dumps it down to Whiteford. Whiteford pockets his 2nd of the game. So one of the best offensive sets we've seen here in this game by the Bears. Good job by the veteran Danton Miller to see the opening, but more so on the roll to fake the shot, dump it down low, and easy marker there for Whiteford as he had Dunkerley already halfway down and sprawling. Whitby now looking for something, get back in this game. Turning that corner and finding something. That was a beauty, Romicic. So Curtis Romicic had a couple of opportunities in the first quarter. This time he capitalizes, and a big goal, 6-2.
Forced into the corner, looking for Katoni on that far side. That pass is a little too far. And here come the Snipers once again. Another 2-on-1 opportunity. That shot finds the back of the net as Dante Romano gets things going for the Snipers, and it is 1-0 with 12:43 left to go in the opening quarter.
Here we go. Follows. Patty. Follows top corner. Efficiency, that kid. He's efficient as he buries his 2nd of the game. He's got 10 goals this season. Impressive in just 3 games. Right off the bat in transition, quick shot finish. Estrat taking a feed from Volkov. And that's the way you answer, immediately.
Immediately. Will it take 6 seconds? Doesn't matter, this situation, great read coming down, great sell, and
good hustle there, but Whitby now going to try and get it over the timeline. They do have numbers 2-on-1. They want to go for it, duck in, and beauty job on the bounce. So how about Romicic? There's a guy who's been around for just a little bit and does a great job to capitalize a short-handed marker, and it's 7-3. It's Shanahan, flip, Campbell, Shanahan shot, beauty, give and go, rebound, board! So Gage board on the doorstep.
Before this goal was scored, the pick that was made, and the defender didn't slide, and Ryan found the guy right down in the crease wide open, and then Board come in and picked up the rebound.
Far side before he does. That's Tate Katoni. His shot goes into the mesh. Snipers back the other way. Quick transition. Shoots and scores. That's 2 in a row for the Snipers. Vern Hill getting this goal. A great transition play for Six Nations. As soon as that ball was blown back in, they took off.
Taking it strong, and no goal as again filtering through that crease and in transition. Here come the Express. Bounce shot finish. Beauty job by Van Scheppen. So Mark Van Scheppen in the score column with his first of the game and a beauty transition goal for the Express.
And a great job right off the hop.
Taking it strong, and no goal as again filtering through that crease and in transition. Here come the Express. Bounce shot finish. Beauty job by Van Scheppen. So Mark Van Scheppen in the score column with his first of the game and a beauty transition goal for the Express.
And a great job right off the hop.
But we all know my counter's shaky.
I got the same, so you're okay, partner.
Okay, assuming your counter's okay, and blink of an eye,
That took 5 seconds.
Parker Pfeiffer with his 8th of the season, his first today, and you talk about this offensive output from the Monarchs. They have looked very impressive here in this opening quarter. Can't beat a good old-fashioned overhand.
Never.
Right inside, and standing there, living on the doorstep was Malik Good. And he was just that. That's his 3rd goal of the game. Comes via the power play. 2 for 2 with a man advantage are the Steelhawks, and they're back in it.
He just stepped right down the middle, and both defenders turned the other way.
The board back the other way. Osborne, quick shot inside out, and I tell you, you give Liam Osborne that much time, and he's going to make you pay. That's his first of the game, number 6 on the season.
Well, I'll tell you, never mind Osborne. Braden McGregor made an absolutely beautiful move to set a pick to get him free. If we watch the pass comes over, there's the pick by Braden McGregor. What a great move.
For the second half of our doubleheader, it'll be Paris against Six Nations, and we'll be joined by Joe Hills. How about that hand and finish? That was a beauty. Alex Henry pulling that one out of his back pocket. Could see here, this is just a highlight. Great pass ahead. And good hands by Henry, and he just goes to the backhand shovel for the finish. Looking for an opening, 10 on the shot clock, dips by 1, tries to go again to the bounce, and it rolls in, but again, in the crease when it went across the goal line, no goal, and possession to Whitby.
And I believe that if we watch that close, the whistle had already gone before the ball went in the net. Otherwise, that counts.
Welcome back as we get ready for third quarter action. And Joe, we're speaking about the Snipers. The little mini run they had in that second quarter has kept them in the game, only trailing 10-8.
No, absolutely. You know what? And like we've been talking about, this game is nobody's ever safe in this game, right? You could be up by 5, you could be up by 6. Next thing you know, we're tied, or you're in a game, and all it takes is a couple shots here and there to turn the game around, and momentum swings, and next thing you know, you're struggling just to stay with it.
Now, with that said, if you look at the flip side, the Monarchs, who have led from the opening face-off, they've done a good job of sort of turning the tables and giving the Six Nations Snipers a taste of their own medicine, which is transition lacrosse.
Absolutely, like off breakaways, transition off breakaways, you know what I mean, stuff like that, where odd man situations where usually Six Nations is pushing the ball the other way and beating you on breaks. Here we have, a couple in a row where it's just transition after transition, right?
So that's the beauty of the game, and I've always thought that with the offense defense, that transition has been lost just a bit, but I think that now guys are finding that fine line between taking advantage of it and defending it. And right off that face-off circle, so possession's going to go to the Snipers. So momentum a fickle thing here, 2-goal lead, and Snipers trying to cut into this deficit here early in this third quarter. Big shot by King on target, rebound picked up and pocketed. So Snipers come flying out of the gates. Todd Thomas with his third of the game. This is a call up from the U22, and he has made a difference.
Just a shot and no reaction back on the break, and you know what? You can't see if he's in the crease or not. I know the bench was yelling crease, but it was so quick. It happened so quick. We're going to count it.
And I apologize, so not a call up from the U22. Todd Thomas Jr. making an impact here. Snipers right back at it. Kick it back out, and 1-goal game. You could see, Joe, that the Snipers seem to have a little bit of momentum coming out of that locker room.
You can't sit back. You can't sit back and relax in this game. Not ever. Not at all.
Sam Haynes will pick that one up, and he'll look to send away Power. Power going to have to hurry, get it over the timeline, and they do. So Pfeiffer, he'll cruise in, get a late screen on the roll, looking for Corbett, couldn't connect. Snipers, good defensive set there, and they'll work it up over the timeline. Jordan Mike, he'll wait, give way. The offense now will go to work. Porga swinging around half boards to King on that right side. Jayton King looking for a screen, gets one, teeters on it. Good pad save by Haynes, gobbled up by Kuminga, and Mason Kuminga head down. He's got Dance with him. Jordan Dance, wide of the mark. Back in the net, too, for the Snipers is Dusty Hill, and the offense now will hold up. .13-10 to go early in this third quarter. Jayton King floats in late, size it up, good skip, and that overhand, an easy save for Haynes. As you saw, Miracle, who's already got 2 this game, and that's going to be for sure a boarding penalty, I would imagine, on Longboat.
Watch it. I'm not sure if we're going to see this again, but I think he was a victim of a push on his back, which momentum. If you're watching here, the yellow guy actually pushes. Not saying it's not right, but he pushes him into him. Right?
Good point, Joe.
You know what I mean?
Good point there. It certainly didn't look deliberate from that angle. Different, though, when you see it real time.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? In a
right.
situation like that where it's so quick, it happens so quick, referees see this. But it was just unfortunate for him that, the Monarch guy did hit him on the back, which forced him a little bit extra.
Well, we talked about discipline off the top. This is the first power play opportunity of the game. It goes to the Monarchs as they work it around the horn. Come in working and finishing. So the Monarchs get the job done with the man advantage. First power play attempt. They capitalize, and that 2-goal lead restored.
That's a nice shot by Jordan Dance right here. He just picks it up, steps in, nice underhand, which, Dusty's probably wishing he could have back right now.
Dance with his second of the game, and whenever you don't see Jordan Dance's name appear on the score sheet very often, you got to figure, hey, what's going on? Because he's certainly one of their offensive weapons, as Brett Stoller will roll off a check, get it over the timeline. So Dance certainly back on track. Not that he was ever off track, but the offense still working with Piper. He's been quiet, as has Big John Vesna. Slips through two, keeps his balance, takes another two, loses the ball, picked up. Williams dumps it down. Wide open, Piper goes airborne, and crease the call there. And possession will go to the Snipers. Good job to get that over the timeline and set things up, Mason Hill. And he'll work it half boards on the left. Looking to curl around, got some room, goes to the underhand, good save Haynes, flips up, and it's Hodgkins gonna move it up. To Power, thought better of it. Good defense by Richard Imus, who closed that gap, and now Dance. Wrong stick side. He'll float into that offensive zone, kick it back, Corbett. Corbett has some room. He's gonna fake the shot. Corbett ducks it, goes far side wide. Davis tracks down that rebound, no reset 5. Corbett quick stick, couldn't get it out clean. Imus doing a great job there, wreaking some havoc. He'll pick it up and loft the outlet, and here come the Snipers. Owen Martin, he'll retreat. Jayton King will swing it around on a good hard pass right side. Tiptoeing through, but running into trouble was Van Every. Managed to get out of it, got a good shot on, but Haynes with an easy save there. 10:45 to go here in this third quarter. 2-goal lead for the Monarchs. Ben Heidecker will shoot it on over to that left side, and bouncing off a check and getting into some trouble was Pachareva. And he's bailed out by Jordan Dance. Jordan Dance will try to swim his way out of trouble. 5 on the shot clock, gets it over. Piper on the run. That shot deflected. And a good job by Dusty Hill, and no reset on the play. So it's going to be a violation. And possession's going to go to the Snipers. Good job defensively. Tough pass there with Stoller playing good man-to-man D. And Hodgkins now is going to try to use his length, get it over the line, and it's Zulin. Zulin, he's got Williams with him on that right side. He'll instead go to Dance on the right, float it to Vesna. Vesna, kick over. Kick out, and tough shot that was Zulian. And instead it's picked up, here come the Snipers. Corbett doing a good job back checking as he gets back in time to turn Vradenberg around. And now Vern Hill tried to slip that bounce pass, and it goes off at helmet and in. So we've seen a couple of odd off the helmet goals here.
Well, this was it was a weirdo. He tried to bounce pass through the middle, which hits the guy in the back, and then Haynes just nonchalantly tries to catch it, and it goes under his arm.
So are you telling me you don't think that Vern Hill played to carry him off the helmet on purpose?
Well, I think he was aiming for the scoreboard too, but missed that.
Gonna go off the scoreboard, off the helmet, through the legs, off the crossbar, and in. Well, give Vern credit for that goal. And more importantly, though, it closes the gap back to one with just under 9.5 minutes to go here in the third. So Snipers battling hard against these Monarchs. Battle in the half boards, neutral zone. Racing out of it is Romano. And he's still racing. Curls out. 15 on the shot clock. Jayton King has got some room. He'll let that go. Bullet stopped by Haynes. Vern Hill manhandled. They know best to get a hand on him. Thompson now 2-on-1. Thompson slides it over. Quick shot. Tanner Buck off the post. Richard Imus countering the other way. Lots it up. Vern Hill. No numbers though. Imus following up. 2-on-2. Vern Hill tried to sleep that one by. Good save Haynes, and Vern Hill takes a beating going through, as they have taken that scouting report where you're going to lay the lumber on the little guy. And Dan Williams now has some head of steam going. Steps into that one, Dusty Hill. And Hill looking left, looking right. Lofts one up. It's picked off. And Toronto now with a chance, trying to capitalize. Whoa, down low, quick stick. Off the helmet of Hill. Ball loose. And tit for tat, gotta say that's about even there. As things getting a tad bit feisty, let's say, in the corners, and the battle rages on. Jordan Dance comes all the way over from the other side of the floor. 10 on the shot clock. Dance, he's working hard, but he gets teamed on. So good collective team defense by both squads here. And the Snipers now over the timeline, in stride. Thinking better and pulling out was Fair. And Fair will give way to Mason Hill. Hill, 7:45 to go, third quarter. 1 goal game. That shot wide of the mark, trying to play the carom. That's going to go over and back. That's a violation. And possession to the Monarchs deep in the offensive end.
Again, up and down action here, non-stop.
Pfeiffer, one-on-one, looking for an opening, kicks it back over, gets it back. Pfeiffer trying to get a screen, gets one from Corbin on the roll, nothing doing. Good stick checking going on, and some outstanding defense, but good persistence. Pfeiffer collects it, gets it over to Davis, and he'll swing it. Gotta hurry, 5 on the shot clock. That's an easy interception for Vern Hill, as he will bring it now over the timeline. Hill's got some room. He'll pull up. Gets a screen, ducks in, gives off to Longboat. Brett Longboat finds a trailing Chayton King. King gonna work his way in the half circle. Chayton King gonna take it strong, wide of the mark. Didn't touch anything, no reset. And gonna be a delayed penalty coming as Longboat picks it up, snaps the pass, Chayton King wide of the mark. Longboat's gonna scoop that out on the reset and take a quick shot, and Chayton King and looked like Nolan Power exchanging a few words. Fortunately, cooler heads will prevail. 6:38 to go. I'd imagine that this will take us right into our officials' timeout.
If they were getting a slashing penalty here on the Monarchs.
So it looks like Matt Hodgkin's going to get called for the slash. And no, we won't have our officials timeout, as both goaltenders decided to take their own. So Snipers with their first power play opportunity of this game. And not often you can say that here coming into the third quarter, Joe, as they go to work. 53% efficiency rate are the Snipers. They've got Longboat out there. At the top, Mason Hill is the quarterback. Skip pass, working down, Longboat, swing it back to the top, kick it, right shooter. That pass telegraphed, knocked down. Good defense by the Monarchs box. And now Haynes gonna have to zip it up. Stoller's gonna run this one down. He's gonna get it and look to burn some clock. So a good effort there between Haynes letting it fly, Stoller tracking it down. 10 on the shot clock. 5:55 to go, quarter number 3, 1 goal game. Minute 10 to go in the man short. It's coughed up. Vern Hill now with follows on him. He'll wait, and Hill now will get it over the timeline. He'll retreat, and they'll set things up. Porg out there on that left side. He'll wait for Mason Hill to filter down on that left crease. Those two will work it, kick it back to the top. That overhand telegraph gets knocked down. And the Monarchs pick it up, looking to capitalize in transition. Tanner Buck's gonna wait, pick it up, and bounce out of there. So 30 seconds left in the man short. And Buck is just going to work some clock. Almost got a step, gonna have to keep an eye on him. Tried the crease dive. And with just under 5 minutes to go, that should and will take us to our officials' timeout. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, Joe Hiltz. I'm going to ask you, if you are a betting man, what are the odds of you seeing 2 goals deflected off helmets in the same game?
Not. You know what? It's just one of those things where, if you throw the ball in the right direction, it goes in. Right? Vern Hill, who deserves to score a goal every now and then, takes a nice bounce pass, hits the guy in the back, off a stick, off his helmet, and
So as a coach, you're going to take it if you get it, live with it if you don't.
absolutely.
Oh.
You're hoping he doesn't make that bounce pass through there anyways, right? So it's one of those passes where it's a tough pass to catch coming through the middle.
See,
but you know what?
that's the coaching aspect.
Yeah,
Man, I don't think
but
you should have made that pass in the first place.
But when you go to say don't do that, and it goes in, it's like nice goal.
No. Yes.
Nice goal.
Gotcha. Tail end of the power play here. 5 seconds left. Sniper skip pass, quick stick. Haynes fishes that one out of the air. Great save there by the Monarchs netminder, and they'll look to capitalize other end. Tanner Bach, man, did you blink? Because you missed it. Tanner Bach with the finish.
If you look at this, it happens so.
I'm just at a loss for words, Wayne.
You know what? He makes a fantastic save and catches it, but everything happened like in a slow motion form here. Was a nice handed off. How Tanner Buck got wide open like that is beyond me. And he's made a fantastic shot, that far side top corner.
Well, I mean, his defense, he wasn't wide open, but boy, that you give him a pass in that scoring area anyway, you might as well be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Buck with his second of the game. So I'm sure the coaching staff happy to get him back. And Kaminga, good save, Dusty Hill. Countering the other way, here come the snipers. McGregor Allen, he'll move it up. Give and go, Vernon Hill. Pass over, finish! And crease the call. And Andrew Vradenberg, that's a situation there, Coach, where no one's around you. You got to have some awareness of where that crease is and where your feet are.
So it's the one thing you teach is you got to go diagonal. You can't go towards the goal. You got to be going diagonal when you catch that pass.
So good lesson there. Zulian using his speed. Tries to draw some defenders. Jordan Dance trying to bounce off one, does. Slip, and good save, Dusty Hill. So Jordan Dance, you see how elusive he is, how quickly, and snipers are going to have to dump it, and they do a good job just in the nick of time. Vern Hill, 3:30 to go here. Third quarter, 12-10 Monarchs lead. The snipers have been to within one twice, but Toronto has led from start to finish. Ball loose, here come the Monarchs the other way. Gay, inside out, stopped by Dusty Hill. Hill gonna do a good job to corral that loose ball, and Hill make a good outlet pass. 1-on-1 fair, 1-on-2 now. Probably should settle it down just a bit and wait for some assistance. And he does, gets it in Longbow, but just 10 on the shot clock. Gonna have to go to work here. Longboat's going to tee that up on target as usual. Haynes, you can see, that's too much. 2 hands on Adam Cromer. A little late, possession right back to the snipers. Fresh clock, 2:35 to go. Good defense by the Monarchs. Their rotation has been outstanding as they've been able to keep the communication defensively and make good switches. Had Davis just for a second at Eklund, thought better of it, and his pass gets knocked down. It's tracked down though by Dance. Dance is going to pull it back out, and he'll flip, get to his side. They'll work it on the right. Williams, kick out. Davis, nothing doing. Swing down, looking out. Williams shot. Dusty Hill. And he will get that rebound, but Reekins again causes some problems, Mr. Dance.
Dance, I think that should have been a penalty, but we'll play on.
What touching the goalie in the crease?
Absolutely. The goalie had the ball in the stick. He was in possession and whacked his stick.
I would agree with you there. couple of misses. We'll have to discuss that with the boys in stripes after. Good save by Haynes. And Stoller using his body there, gets it up, and it's Kaminga. Kaminga and Thompson on that right side. Dump off the top. Buck had it blocked. And Snipers had it momentarily. Fished out. Vesna continue to fish. Still loose on the carpet. And the Snipers had it. Now it's Buck. Kick out Thompson. Thompson right on target. Breadbasket Dusty. We're into the final minute here, quarter number 3. Here come the Snipes. Porga, he'll loft it up. And that shot on target again from King. King will kick it out, fresh clock. Under 40, game clock. Miracle looking to turn the corner, good flip up, but good defense there as the Monarchs closed that off. They smelt that, read it, and took it away. Aaron Walker. 20 seconds, net empty at the other end. Monarchs going to play for this last shot here. 1 second differential. Williams at the top. 10 on the shot clock. Follows will swing it around. Dance, looking, follows. 5 on the shot clock. Williams. Quick try on that. Pfeiffer had it momentarily, but couldn't convert, and that will do it for 3 quarters. It's a 2-goal game. We'll be back with a 4th quarter after this. All locked and loaded for quarter number 4 here as we wrap up week 5 in the Arena Lacrosse League. Lance Wynn alongside Joe Hiltz, JVI crew in the house as well. Want to thank Matt Carrick for his outstanding work in the highlights, and of course Boss Rachel for keeping everything nice and tight. So we'll see here the way this quarter starts. 2-goal lead for the Monarchs off the draw. Tanner Buck is going to zip it over, and they'll go right to work. Looking for an opening. Buck had a notion, but a defender right on him. Snipers closed that off, and blindsided follows. Good legal hit. No reset. And continues to count. It's going to be possession staying right here with the Monarchs as they do a good job forechecking. Follows. He'll get it over, dance, wrong stick side. He'll float his way onto the left side. And they'll look for some interchange. Screen and roll. Follows and Buck. Quick shot by Buck wide of the mark. Picked up Corbett. Corbett now. Try to find his way to that iron. He'll dump it back out. And they're going to call a penalty on the play. So it looks like Follows got caught with something.
Goalie interference. I think it's delay of game.
So it is. That's going to be a delay of game. And just the second power play opportunity for the Snipers. And you got to know, you can't touch the ball after the whistle blows, Joe. It's just a rule.
No, you know what? And they're calling it. They're calling it close. Sometimes you think it's wrong, but if they call it consistent, then call it consistent.
Rules are rules. Power play number 2, 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Other Snipers, Longboat out there with King. Zips that down, and a good save by Haynes. And Kaminga, he's going to dump it. Chayton King's going to have to hurry, and he won't because Hill comes out. Penalty over. Sorry, Imus had to retreat, was heading out there defensively. And now the power play back to work with 1:25 left in a man advantage. Longboat size and Chayton King, big shot, stop by Haynes. Rebound picked up, Haynes, 2 big saves. Standing and delivering, Mr. Haynes. Great job between the pipes. And now the Monarchs. They'll dump it. And Kaminga. Kaminga does a lot of those intangibles. He's out there winning draws defensively. Dance with a spin around. That's wide of the mark. Shot clock's going to wind down. Possession here to the Snipers. 2-goal game. 40 seconds left in this power play. Got to take advantage of your opportunities. 12:45 to go here, fourth quarter. Swinging around. Looking for something, Longboat. Mason Hill out there, and they find something. Chayton King. Power play marker. It's back to a 1-goal game.
Just good ball movement. The ball comes back around the top. Chayton finds the ball here in the second. Again, he's a goal scorer. You can't let goal scorers take shots like that, right? It was a good shot, far side.
Well, Joe, you're watching that and you see the box, and the whole idea is to gap the holes in the box and create that shooting angle. And that was a prime example there.
Yeah.
You give Chayton King the chance to sit on the elbow of that dotted half circle, and really, at least you got to figure 7 out of 10 times he's going to find the mark on that.
Yeah, for sure. Like you want to rotate and move on that box, but you gotta stay square, right? You got to make sure you're in position to stop that outside shot.
Hard hit there, and a good job by Vradenberg. Forces the turnover. Here come the Snipers. See if they've got a little momentum here, trailing by 1. They have hung tight in this game. And they'll set it up now. 15 on the shot clock. Half boards, Romano. Dumps that over the shoulder. Zulian Dean up on the roll. Nothing doing there as Power took a hit. He will get possession. Aaron Walker will tip that line and dump it off. Vezina. He'll set up the offense here. Can be a little more deliberate now. Plenty of time. Vezina's going to dip the shoulder. Goes to the hard overhand. Picked up Vern Hill. Lead pass. On the move. Wittich dumps it off. Chayton King wide of the mark. Vezina's going to pick it up. See if the Monarchs can capitalize. Tough when you get a 2-on-1, don't even get a shot on goal. And Jordan Dance with the sneaky spin around. Tracked down and kicked back out. Fresh clock for the Monarchs. Pfeiffer, give and go. Wide open. What a save, Dusty Hill. Jordan Dance. Hill does a good job to defend Dance, and Dance still out there with the quick hands, tries a crease dive, and great work by Hill to keep it from crossing the goal line. A lot going on there, Joe, I tell you.
And then back and forth, up and down. Here we go.
Chayton King's going to get some help from Longboat. 10.5 to go. Haynes, good pad save, reset. Fresh clock here for the Orange. They'll work it back to the top. Longboat. King, two-man game. He tees it up. Haynes safe. Ball loose in that dotted half circle. Bodies colliding. And interference to call. Possession stay right here with the Snipers. So some good work pays off for Six Nations, and they retain possession. Tyler Van Every out there on the run. That shot over the net from Mason Hill. And now Stoller. He'll race it into the offensive end. We're under 10 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Davis looking for a cutter. Quick shot by Corbett. Dusty Hill looked behind him, and it's in between the pads. Snipers now will try to get it up over the timeline. Corbett hounding Owen Martin and stays with him. Martin now will find the bench. Chayton King working one-on-one, has some room. Heidecker on him. Corbett jumps into double. Kick back out. And a sidearm! Courtesy miracle! We're tied 12-12.
It's one of those situations where there's no need to double on this hard, right? So his area's got good defense. You double hard, you missed a check. You'd even a guy wide open in the middle for a free shot. You know what I mean? It's like he had good D. All you got to do is be his help on the side instead of overcommit. Sneaks through the middle. Nice pass to the other side. Nice outside shot.
Well, sometimes the game's simple, right? Sometimes not so much.
That's why I tell him, don't overthink it.
That's right. Quick pass in transition. So the Snipers have reeled off two straight now. Richard Imus fishes one out, trying to swim his way out, keeps running, keeps going, has it knocked away. Will continue to battle with big power, and power takes him down. And possession will go to the Monarchs. And some mild protest, wondering how their guy could end up on the bottom of the pile, and possession go to Toronto. So that question not answered. In the meantime, between time,
that was just a continuation of a play off the boards where they were both scrumming each other, and the big guy happened to land on the top of the small guy. Right, in my opinion.
Well, and then in your opinion, they got it right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you took him down on the hit, but you know what? It was the continuation of the whole situation.
Quick shot, scores! The Snipers have taken their first lead of the game. Nolan Fair, first of the game, sixth of the season.
Big hit up along the boards. I thought they had it. Again, you know what? It just comes down to ball possession along the boards to start the whole thing off, right? You lose it, you're shorthanded on the inside, and you know what?
Well, Joe, you know every goal starts off with a possession. So, you know, that's why loose balls are such an important stat in this game, because you can't score if you don't have the ball.
Absolutely,
and
especially
right now,
in your own end.
And right now the Snipers are outworking the Monarchs and getting those loose balls. Toronto needs to settle down and stop worrying about being so physical and get back to what they're doing. Vernon Hill, two chances. Quick save, good save by Haynes. So some crafty moves from 66 and some frustration showing here on the part of the Monarchs, and we'll see if they're coincidentals. I think that Kaminga didn't like the hit. And I thought the check was fair, the retaliation different story, and That's what the officials seem to agree with. Vern Hill, 2 chances, gets it to him on the second attempt.
Here we are along the boards right now. You got the ball. He picks it up. Hits him. Gets his pass away. He doesn't like the hit and retaliates by grabbing around the head. It's, you know what? In most cases, not. It's retaliation the refs are going to get.
You know they always catch the retaliation, never usually the initial. So for the third time, power play goes to work. 1 for 2 with the man advantage. King forced his way through the 5-hole to beat Haynes. It's 14-12.
Just another time, you know what? Not even nothing fancy. Just a screenshot, a bit of a screenshot here. He just lets it go and beat Sammy and beat Haynes between the legs. Just that's a goal. The goal scorer shooting the ball. You got to take it.
They whip right over the defender's shoulder, and awfully tough for any goaltender to see that ball coming. Hard if you can't see the release point.
But you got to take his shot away. You can't let him shoot the ball like that.
No, and that's why you don't point the finger at Haynes. You have to say to your D, they're scoring from out there. You need to extend that D out a little further and stop watching the play and play some defense. And Jordan Dance goes to the side out. Dusty Hill, rebound, scooped up, follows. Can't get anything to go. Dance looking around for it. And instead it's picked up, and Hawkeye Hamilton in a whole bunch of trouble there, but he gets some help from his friends. That's going to be an 8-second call, and the Monarchs will regain possession. 7:15 to go here. Toronto in a turnaround, trailing by 2. Dance in control for 3/4. Jordan Dance steered aside Dusty Hill. And you got to watch a goalie like Dusty Hill. He gets better as he gets warmed up, Joe. And Vern Hill, one hand, 2-on-1. Back to Vern Hill. And he just tried to feather that in. And good job to get on that loose ball.
But if you see that, Vern actually switched hands and shot right-handed rather than staying with his strong lefty and almost buried it between his legs.
I tell you, Vern Hill's got some tricks, sometimes even out-trick himself. Right down, and what a save! What a save! Arrest that man for robbery. Jayden King's going to go to the box at the very least. Tanner Buck in the offensive end. What a save from Sam Haynes. Backhand feed down low. Tic-tac, no toe. Rebound, wide of the mark. Corbett fishes it out. Still a delayed penalty, net empty at the other end. Almost a full clock. Corbett size it up, 6-on-5. Williams, kick out. Swing around left. Quick finish! Jordan Dance! Well, I guess now we say the Monarchs hanging around, not going away quietly. Because that was perfect execution.
Oh, you know what? That was
on the 6-on-5.
Absolutely. You know what? Ball movement. The ball never stopped moving. You know, nice save by Sam Haynes.
What a save.
Right? The bad penalty, the high stick to create the 6-on-5, but just some great ball movement here by Toronto. Just moving the ball around, you know what, and just finding an open guy when the bottom guy cheats, right?
Gotta like the composure. They didn't panic. They stayed true to the course, waited, reset, and got a better look. And off the draw, Kuminga can't come away with it. Snipers do, and it gets shoveled over. Bradenburg. So under 6 minutes to go here. It's 14-13 Snipers. You can bet that will not be the final score. Snipers working. That hard shot wide of the mark. Monarchs pick it up off the carom. Got a man in Kuminga. Connection. Kuminga save Dusty Hill. Ball loose. Snipers pick that up. Putting on the air brakes and heading the other way. Here come the Snipers. Chandler Allen does a good job. Get it over. Offense to work here. Longboat. He'll slow it down, working over to King. Jayden King waiting for a screen. He'll tee that up, quick underhand. Easy save for Haynes. Rebound to the Snipers. Fresh 30. King looking to get a step. He'll pop in, pop back out, kick out. That overhead finds the mark. So man, oh man, it's funny how sometimes the tricky stuff gets stopped, but the simple stuff, not so much. And a big goal for Justin Porga.
I got some patience, some ball movement. You know what? It's a harmless bounce shot that finds a hole.
Is there ever really a harmless bounce shot, though?
Well, no.
Just saying.
No, you know what?
Because there wasn't a whole lot on that one.
Haynes thinks he's got that, squeezing it, but with those field sticks and the length of the shafts, you know what? There's a lot of hole in there if you happen to miss it.
Well, you also talked about the carpet doesn't give you a true hop every time. It changes itself up a bit depending on where the ball lands. So the Monarchs now trailing by 2. 4:35 to go. Williams. And they have cooled off and stalled. Dance, his shot wide of the mark. Tracks down the rebound, under 10, gonna have to take it in. What a save, Dusty Hill. Reset, Monarchs get it again. So they've certainly had their chances. Dance gets a screen. Save, Dusty Hill. Played that perfectly, and the outlet. And the Snipers now over the timeline. 3-on-2, they've got the number. Vern Hill, switch hand pass. And not expecting it. I'm not sure why not was Miracle. Maybe because he hasn't been in the lineup very often. And Chayton King with 10 on the shot clock. He's going to get that on target. Haynes scoops up the rebound. And an outlet pass. And who else? 66 and 88. They combined for the interception. And a skip pass too hard. Played perfectly. And the Monarchs now looking to tiptoe over that timeline and get something going with 3:35 to go. Pfeiffer's been quiet in this game. Haven't heard a whole lot from Follows either. Williams silent since the first. So a lot of quiet offensive weapons here for this Monarchs here in this fourth. Follows looking to turn the corner. Flip. Vesna shot. Stop Dusty Hill. Vesna still fishing for it. And it's hockeyed in. They're going to say no goal. As there was a stick in the crease. Williams thought he had one.
Never had possession of the ball. The ball was in the crease. He batted it in.
Dump down low. What a save, Haynes.
Right? You got to have possession before you shoot it. That's the rule.
This is lacrosse, not hockey. And that's the case as Power. Slow it down, under 3 minutes to go here. 2-goal game. Williams will filter it down. Corbett will set things up in that right corner.
We're going 6-on-5 here.
Net empty at the other end. Williams, quick stick follows. Stopped by Dusty Hill. Fresh clock to work with. And got to keep it in that offensive end. They do. Hodgkins, he'll retreat. Vesna posting up inside that half circle. Quick pass, Corbett. Down low, Corbett will look. 15 on the shot clock. Get it back out. Davis. No look. Williams. Defense right on him. Back to the top. Reset. Down into traffic. Follows. Can't corral it. Still loose in that dotted half circle. And Snipers come away with it. It's Imus. Imus is going to race out of there and hold up. He's got Vern Hill with him. Richard Imus right on target as he hits the logo. And back comes Zulian. We're under 2 minutes to go here. Fourth quarter, 2-goal game. Dance. Sizing it up, pulls it out, backhand pass, intercepted, ill-advised. And Vern Hill now. And he's got a man on him. Vern Hill tried to lob it over top. I don't know, do you zip an underhand hard in that case, Joe? Or you pull it right out?
Well, you know what? You're up by 2 right now, and if it's not a clear-cut break, we got to pull that out.
Instead, give the Monarchs some chance here. Wide of the mark. Davis almost had that. It's going to go over and back. That's going to be a violation. And going to have to hustle. The Snipers bench wanted them to race down and pick up that loose ball. Instead, Longboat will with 1:17 to go. King. Wide open, down low, curling around, wide of the mark. So golden opportunity for Fair. Chayton King will bail him out. Reset on that clock. King tried to loft it off the back of Haynes, got the rebound, and should be a fresh 30. And they'll kick it back out. So delayed penalty coming here to the Monarchs. And you can see the Snipers are going to burn some clocks. 45 seconds to go. Longboat on target. And with 45.1 seconds,
We're getting a penalty shot.
it looks like we're going to have ourselves a penalty shot here. And that is the case. So we're going to see, it looks like Vern Hill's going to take it.
He's running back.
So we'll see if the Chicky 66 can pocket a big goal. You'd have to figure that a goal here, Joe, would lock it up for the Snipers with 45.1 seconds left. But
Who do we got? Vern Hill shooting?
got Vern Hill shooting here.
Did you put him in or you put your sniper in?
Well, it depends on what you consider Vern Hill. It seems to be a little everything for these guys. Vern Hill, Sam Haynes. Wide of the mark.
You know what? Yeah, you
tell
know
ya.
what? You go Vern. You go Vern or
Well,
You
you know what, Vern, no offense to Vern, but you changed that up just a tad.
Yes.
Right? We know you go, sometimes you come with the, once in a while you got to change up, go with the fake.
this that time in the game where you know what, you want to defer that penalty because you get the ball back and you only got 45 seconds. Now it's 45 seconds. They win the draw, score. Now it's a 1-goal game again.
Well, we'll see here if that's the case in that scenario. 15-13. We'll see if that extra point miss comes back to haunt them. And off the draw, Kaminga violation. Snipers now will work some clock here. Time on the side of Vradenburg and the Snipers. Matt Hodgkins doing a little bit of tree chopping there, as you can see. And getting away with that as a good job there by Vradenburg. 10 on the shot clock, a 12-second differential. So the Monarchs will get it back. Question is, they won't get a whole lot of time back as Haynes has to make that save. 12.4 seconds left. And it looks like they are going to call that tree chopping. And I know maybe, Coach, you don't agree with it. My philosophy is a penalty no matter what time in the game.
No,
So
I agree with the penalty, but why?
I see what you're saying.
You know,
Well, are you trying to get back in this thing or not, right?
well, you are. That's not helping, right? And it's 12 seconds left, and you're taking liberties on guys where.
Yes. So Brett Longboat here, if he's smart, he's just going to let this wind down, and it is 5. And the Six Nations Snipers, the defending champs, will pick up their second win in a row, 15-13. They'll even their record now to 2-2. The Monarchs will fall to 3-2. And Joe, just your final thoughts on this game overall.
Well, my final thoughts are, you know what? No lead is safe in this league. None. Doesn't matter what you got going in the game and how you're rolling. As soon as the switch turns, it's how do I hang on, right? And that's what I'm finding in this league is where, hey, you can be up 5-6. Next thing you're down 2. You're up. You're down. You're up. It's you know you need to put together a full 60-minute game if you want to win.
You sure do, and that's going to do it for us as we put a wrap on Week 5 in the Arena Lacrosse League. 2 great games. We, of course, want to thank you on behalf of Joe Hiltz, the JVI crew, the Arena Lacrosse League. I'm Lance Wynn. We want to remind you that here in the Arena Lacrosse League, every child matters. We'll see you next week.